Hey everyone, this is Logan with Digital Tabby, and today I want to talk about what I believe to be the greatest limitation of a Google ad grant. And honestly, Google ad grants get sort of a lot of negativity as far as, oh, they can't do this or they can't do that. They can do a lot, but they struggle when it comes to hyper local targeting, and that's because of the limited impression share or the limited number of times you'll show up in search results. So let me explain. If you take a look at a Google ad grant account, this is what you'll typically see: a search impression share of less than 10%. I had one campaign across the 10 accounts that I quickly looked at that was at about 11.5, but this is typical. So you're getting 10% of the impression pie. Now, that's not necessarily a problem on its own if this pie is big enough, and this could be a very big pie depending on what you're targeting. So in that case, 10% could be more than enough impressions to utilize the 10K each month and really move your mission forward. The problem is when we start segmenting with hyper local targeting. Now, obviously targeting something like the entire United States is not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about targeting a very specific local region. So let's say you start with 100,000 national impressions, then you're going to do your hyper local targeting and you're down to 10,000 impressions. Then we know the Google ad grant is going to get 10% of that on average, or even a little bit less. So now you're down to 1K impressions. So you can see here when we take a segment of a segment is really what we're getting when we do hyper local targeting. And that's the biggest limitation of a Google ad grant.